What up, everybody out there in podcast land? Thank you for tuning in yet again to another episode of Ken and Ross Present the Yeah, I Said It podcast. We're expressing what our full capabilities. Today might want us in correctional facilities, brainchild of my child. I'm the dad half of this operation, coming to you live and in public, if you will. Ross Cooper, as always, I am rocking with the best. My co-host, please introduce yourself to the folk.
Be shapeless like water. Yeah, well, what's good, everybody? Everybody's having a good day, month, year, hour, second, minute, and all that good stuff. Share, if you're watching on the platforms, please share with your friends, your family, your enemies, your pets, the aliens that's coming to get you, bug on your wall, all that good stuff. And if you're watching on the tube, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that. Now you know what I just said. You know what I said. There you go. Because if you don't, whatever team you want to win in the finals is going to lose. There you go. Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
that.
I could, okay.
Like
All
that.
right.
Like that.
I mean that means you're only gonna get half the viewership, but okay, cool. Um,
Hate
shout out to Jimmy Buckets. Shout out to Jimmy Buckets. We like that. I like that. I know. I'm still like at Denver, but yeah. Like just hear me loud and clear and be mad. The entire state of Colorado, hear me loud and clear. We're gonna set it off early. Even if somehow you get this one, it's not a dynasty, my guy. It's not a dynasty. You're not getting another one. This is off year. You got out the West because AD, the Lakers made trades too late in the season. But this is not a dynasty.
Oh, I don't want to hear that fucking. I'm a Lakers fan. I don't want to hear that excuse. Get the
Who
hell
had the
out of here.
best record and some of the best stats since the All Star break? Oh, that's right.
Right. And they made it to the Western Conference Finals and got
Right.
swept,
So
meaning
hold
it
on,
wasn't
hold on,
even
hold on,
close.
hold on.
You got
So
swept.
if this team was the team out the gate, they're probably the 1 or 2 seed.
You would
How's
still
that?
have to face Denver. So you still lose.
You got a whole year instead of a half a year
Dog.
to play together.
No.
Everything else.
No. D'Angelo Russell still booty cheeks in the playoffs. AD is still up and down. LeBron is 35,000 years old. Like, I don't know. There's not much that would change. I'm sorry. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm gonna be real about it.
Hmm.
And we still
You
could have won the series, but AD is, Terry Cloth,
Why
which
we
means he
putting this on
carries.
AD, yo? Look at the numbers. But okay, hold on. Okay,
Because
we're
every
not gonna
other
do this.
day,
We're not
it's
gonna
a
do this.
flip of the coin. Which AD you gonna get? You gonna get all day or all dummy? It's one of the two. And
We're not
then
gonna do this
and
right
then
now.
also LeBron, I can't really blame him because he's 30,000 years old. His shot selection was horrible. But at least at game four, he emptied the clip and dropped 40, and AD didn't show up. Like, how's a 35,000-year-old man outperforming you one
Did
and more than
AD
you?
not show up or did D'Lo not show up?
Game
But
seven, D'Lo didn't show up at all that whole series. But that's not surprising. That wasn't a surprise. AD not showing up. I mean, it's technically not a surprise either, but we needed that. If he showed up the whole and was consistent, we would have won.
okay, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna circle back. We're gonna get into the serious matters at hand,
Shout out to
like
them.
aliens.
I want you to lose. Go ahead.
So that's a little tidbit you sent me from the debrief. I am going to presume that they are reputable. But a former intelligence official turned whistleblower has given Congress and the intelligence community inspector general extensive classified information about deeply covert programs that he says possesses retrieved intact and partially intact craft of non-human origin. So let me say this in layman's terms. Basically, he's saying we got some aliens. I don't know what I got on that. Um, I'm not as shocked as most. I guess I'm not completely blown off my ass by this. Area 51 has been out there a long time. We don't know what's in Area 51.
We do not.
We do know during the pandemic, some yahoos was talking about running up in Area 51.
And they will shoot you.
Government made no no bones about the fact. Like, listen, pandemic, no pandemic, that ain't what you want to do, chief.
It's not.
Yeah, you might want to go join your homies at the Capitol. Don't come up in here though.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
oh
another
yeah,
crazy thing.
yeah. The cabin they let you. Or if you want, oh no, you can blast it on site.
Yeah. But I'm just looking at this like, yes, for those at home, we kind of needed something to talk about. But this is it's way more fun to think about the what ifs. Like, So if those of that have watched enough sci-fi and alien movies, I just hope it's not really the xenomorph. Like,
Oh
because
no,
again, listen, like the last few movies of the Alien franchise were about what? We talked about this. Humans who just couldn't leave well enough alone and want to bring it back.
somebody got to
Want to
face up.
see what it was.
I know somebody got to face up. I know.
I'm like, listen, between these scientists,
Could be a predator.
quiet. Sorry, dog. Between these scientists want to thaw out viruses from the permafrost from 13,000 years ago, like leave well enough the hell alone. Like we
No.
just play along. Literally just got out of a borderline world killing pandemic.
Okay, no, that's not. Now you're
No,
dragging
no,
it.
no. Hold
Right.
on. Wherever you think about it, you can't look. You can't lie about 600,000 dead bodies, right?
That's not world ending.
Could have been. Again, depending on where you sit, depending on where you sit, just play
Six.
along. Just play along.
It's gonna happen.
That was here. That was here. Actually, I think it was like 800,000 here. But long and short of it, we just got out of a mini pandemic, mini global killing pandemic. Y'all want to go play around the fucking permafrost?
Oh,
You
that was
think
good.
that's if nature was like, nah, I think this should need to be frozen. There's a reason.
Nah, you need to find
I'm
out.
not one to argue with nature, my guy.
I'm not
Like if
either.
nature was like, yeah, we gonna bury this one. We gonna put
The
this.
reason, yeah, the reason why we can't go too deep in the ocean, like, hey, nature said, nah, dog, don't worry about what's down there. Cool. I don't want
Say less.
to know.
Say less. Like yeah, say less. But I'm like, so y'all want to go unearthing viruses, and now we're saying, hey, we might have some aliens. I hope it's like ET. Like, if I gotta choose, like, let it be like ET. Like, all right, cool. We put in front of the bike and we all float. All right, cool. We good. We good.
Maybe, yeah, you'll flow too.
See, there you go. That one alien. Or what was I thinking? You probably too young. You probably don't remember this, but the movie Cocoon, you know, something like that. But then you start getting like Leviathan and Alien and Xenomorph and John Carpenter's The Thing, and now we have a problem. Like honestly, The Thing would probably be the worst case scenario.
Oh yeah, because you wouldn't know until it's too late.
Like, at least with the Xenomorph, you kind of know what you're dealing with.
You know where else it could be? Want some hot chocolate? Remember that movie we watched? It was aliens, and they was puking in the
Oh,
coffee, and they was if you once you drink it, they possess you or take over your body.
I cannot remember
I
what it
don't
is.
remember what the movie
Rings
was
a
called.
bell.
I just
It
remember
rings a bell.
could be that.
Could be
Don't drink
Puppet
hot chocolate.
Masters. That could be Puppet Masters. Like we got all kind. You remember? You see some good sci-fi that you're a little too young to remember, but some classic stuff. I'd say go watch Puppet Masters if you haven't. That was a good one. Um, but this is wild, and yeah, we are not talking about prosaic origins or identities. What's dude's name? Something Grush. It's like I said, it's way more fun to play it because this is not making any noise. This is not making any noise. Like what actually is making what isn't making noise that is interesting. One of the scientists who pointed out that COVID might not have been what we all thought, mysteriously turned up dead a few weeks ago after saying he was poisoned. That's interesting. And there's good reason to keep that quiet. This is a little different though. And I'm like, okay,
Why? Okay, well, if the pandemic's over, why would it matter? Like, why would he get off if he's saying if it wasn't what we thought?
what he was saying was um, this entire thing was manufactured.
Oh, so
And
so everyone that said
don't,
this, yeah,
this entire thing, not only is it manufactured, don't get the jab. You don't know what's in it. It could be this, it could be that, but it for damn sure ain't what you being told it is. So, yeah,
so it was more about the
that's
vaccine.
a little bit
That's
of
why he
both.
got
And
off.
that you can't have one or the other. Now, I am mysteriously turning up dead, and a few other people, a few other doctors that have spoken up in this mad fashion have turned up dead.
I mean, that's not a coincidence. They're clearly being offed. Like I said, this is Epstein
Uh,
101. Like, dog, we know you got offed.
all right, so you have officially taken a step off the ledge down conspiracy theory hole.
I
Just let
still
you
get
know.
you just said it.
No, I was just saying, like, that's a little more eye-raising than this. The fact that certain doctors that said certain things are now turning up unalived, that raises a question or two.
Oh,
Just
too.
that raises a question or two. This doesn't raise nearly, for me, this doesn't raise nearly as many questions, but it is interesting because now it's like, well, why would you hide such a thing if there are other life forms? Like now you gotta start raising questions. Are you stupid enough to have something as deadly as xenomorph? Are you trying to pull a T2 and use the technology for something here? Like it does raise a few questions. Like,
Probably. Could
why
be.
would you not?
Why would they? They don't tell us Jack squad now.
It depends. Well, now we got to do this thing.
Because what if it is
It
even more?
dep-
What
it
good would that?
depends. It depends on the people that are in. This is sad. It's sad we got to do it this way. If it's military people, they're going to try to weaponize it. If it's rich people, they're going to try to harvest the technology and further make themselves more elite. Um, the inherent issue with both of that is neither one of them is about, because again, what if it's alien, for lack of a better term, alien technology that could solve our energy crisis, that could solve our food crisis?
We have, but see, those two, we have answers to those already. We're just not doing it because of fucking capitalism. I'm not that. That is easy to solve. Other stuff is like, yeah, more likely they're gonna use it for weapons, or like you said, or to advance technology just to make life quote unquote easier. But I mean, what do we
Cure
need
disease,
AI for? See, now
if it's
that'd be something.
something,
Cure disease, that'd be something.
I was gonna say, if it's something that could cure disease, that's not going to, then it's going to be, again, which people are in control. Because if it's the money people and elitists in control, you for damn sure ain't gonna get your hands on that. That's gonna be reserved for the top 1% of the 1% because they want to live fucking ever, right?
Sure. They already working on stuff for people to live forever. Like I said, they're trying to transfer consciousness to different bodies, dog. No wonder why people are going missing.
Yeah, that's something else we got to talk about next week. Because your man's Elon is trying to pretty much make cyborgs, and I'm like, I
Like I said,
want to be mad about that because again, in no scenario have we really seen AI in any movie or anything play to our advantage. But I can't be mad because people will be dumb enough to go for it.
yeah,
Like they gonna make it into some kind of flex. Yo, y'all
yeah,
lame. Yo, I got the new iPhone mind chip. I'm not even writing nothing down, yo. It's typing off of my brain. Y'all broke homies can't get with it. Y'all still
yeah,
gotta write stuff down.
yeah. That is exactly what's going to happen. And guess who's going to lead the way? Us. Uh, but yeah, Oh yeah, and there's also another thing about a father overseas that takes his son's blood to make him look younger, to make him his cells feel younger. So it's like, yeah, I definitely know people are getting kidnapped and off to help with experiments to have people live forever. I definitely know that's happening. So you
I
willing?
mean,
So yeah.
it's just an interesting thing, right? Just a bit of personal perspective. When you grow up impoverished, you grow up and you want all of the things, or you grow up and want none of the things. And you learn to appreciate the stuff that doesn't cost money. And I'm speaking for myself, right? And I've seen the other side. I've seen people come from the hood and they want all of the things. Hell, look at any rap video. They want all of the things.
That's hip hop in general.
And it depends, but even, you
Mainstream, yeah.
talk to that's hip hop, but that's also capitalism in America could come. We're told to chase the things, right? And very few of us have the wherewithal to realize really life is about the stuff you can't buy. And I say that to say this. My perspective is, and at this point in my 40s, I don't want any of the things. The things that matter in life, you can't buy. I love doing this with you. I love hanging out with you. I love driving and just listening to music. I love going for a run in fresh air. You can't buy that.
Oh, driving, you do have to buy.
True. Or you can just get in the Uber and let the windows down. But I get your point.
You still have to buy that too. It's not free.
Eh, it's still a car, that's free.
What you
But
did? Okay, okay. Go ahead. I'll let you cook up that.
yeah, no, what I was saying, like, it's just wild. And when you have these people that can be enticed with all of the things, that's a bad mix. And that's where you're going to get these idiots that are going to buy into this. So I circle back and say, as much as I want to think Elon Musk is a dick, it's a certain level of genius because there's going to be a swath of people that you can convince to buy into this stupidity.
It's gonna be a
And
lot. It's gonna be a lot.
and I want I see my reflex was like, you nuts. There's not. But then I got to remember, we saw AI coming a few years ago. And again, I get it. I'm jumping off the conspiracy theory deep end. But if you saw on social media a little while ago, remember they had that face app where you can replay a movie and put your face on the actor? Here we are.
Yeah,
A few
okay.
months ago, they had those AI generators. You can recreate yourself as like some kind of cartoon character.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah, okay.
Here we are. So it's like I don't like the oh no, because the man is watching. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, calm down. But the more we look, we it's like complaining about being surveilled from your cell phone on social media. You're literally handing them the keys. Like, so I want to think Elon Musk is an idiot and overreach and how stupid can you be? But
No, that's genius. It's diabolically genius.
mhm.
Because you just all you gotta do is put either a name brand on it, put a nice price tag on it, because everyone cares about status and you try to flex on each other. So yeah, somebody's gonna do it. All you need is one. You need one. Once you get a one foot in the door, one dumbass person to do it,
Ooh,
it's gonna
ooh,
fall.
two things, and I got to ride you on that. And it's like I got two instances. One's proven, one might be proven. So what was it? It wasn't because Payless doesn't exist anymore. Um, Whatever the discount shoemaker is, I forgot, but they bought this storefront, jazzed it up, put all this expensive looking shit in there, and unveiled the shoe and made it like $500, right? And put the price tag on the $500. And instead of like Skechers, it was something like Skechers or some shit like that, right? And everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! I gotta have it." Da 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 da. Couldn't find out. No, it was just some pair of Skechers, $60. That's one. Um,
Name brand works.
It literally does. It goes out to what you just said. It literally does. And then the other case, and I hope I'm wrong, but there's this picture floating around the internet of Kanye West in some kind of built-in shoulder
Oh,
looking shirt, and his girlfriend looking like I don't know. There's nothing kind I can say about it, so I'm not. And I'm like, ain't no way. And yet, listen, I don't get it,
you see
but
the
people went and bought them ugly ass Yeezys for 250. So strangers.
hell, even them red Sonic boots. Like, bruh. That is the ugliest I ever seen. Either you about to run and chase some rings or something, because I don't know why people were wearing it, but it's because it's neighbor and the price tag. It looks stupid,
How much
but
did those cost? I never knew.
a lot,
Seriously?
a lot. I don't know. It's past
Wow.
500. If I'm not, I don't know because
Really?
I didn't look into it. It looks stupid. Everyone was making jokes about it, and then here you go. When it releases, you see a couple celebrities buy it, and then flexing on you, and now you see everyone buy it.
Well, I'll give credit what credit is due. We ain't hop on cats ain't hop on that trend for real.
What trend?
Cats ain't hop on that trend. There's some stupid ass red boots. Cats ain't really hop on that trend. It ain't a trend until it hit the hood. It ain't a trend until it hit the hood. So cats ain't really hop on that trend.
It might be the hood's price range, my boy. But all right.
Like ain't nobody walking around. You can't run from the 5 on these big ass red boots, yo.
I mean, if you run with your pants all the way to your waist, you can run with boots, man. Come on, you can do it.
But
Anything
like I
is
said,
possible.
I say all this to say, you know what? Maybe that's the reason why Elon Musk is Elon Musk, and I'm the dad half of this podcast because there ain't no way I think you better pull something stupid like this off.
Yes, you are.
Yet
People are
here
stupid.
we are.
Yes.
I bet they're gonna try to make it into it. Who's signing up for like who finds who signing up for that first?
One, I don't even want surgery. I don't like hospitals at all, or dentists. I don't like numbs. So
Nah,
you want me to get brain surgery?
it's gonna be nanotech. They're just gonna stick it in your earlobe.
Yeah, that sounds great. Like I
It's
said, I
nanotech.
like yeah, because if you like that COVID test you had in your ear, then yeah, I guess you would like that.
I mean, like I said, I just didn't think anybody would actually knowingly sign on for this, but I've been wrong.
They will.
I routinely overestimate the intelligence of the populace
Yes, you do.
because many things happen. I'm like, y'all can't be that stupid, are you? Can't, no, no way.
I mean, how many times do you have to prove to you that?
But then again, and this is where, and again, I'm not, and I, it sounds crazy right up until it doesn't. There are perks to having the most incarcerated population on the planet. Let us rewind time.
Person being a
And
slave.
shout out to Bliss, friend of the show. We always have a back and forth.
I
And
ain't
she
never
was
heard
like,
that.
all of this was a test run. I'm like, test run for what? You making no sense. Test run for what? But when you got to tell everybody to stay in your house, right? More importantly, when you got to bribe prisoners with reduced sentences to take this jab, what else can you bribe them to do?
A lot of stuff.
So it's like, yeah, well, when you have such a high population of homeless, what else can you get them to do? So, it might not even have to
Where's the
be
benefit? Wait. Okay, where's the benefit from all that? That don't sound like benefits.
um because you and me ain't going like I'm joking with the nanotech thing. I'm on my Tony Stark ish. But you and me ain't gonna sign up to get no surgery to have some kind of brain reading chip.
Yeah,
Out
that's
of here.
common sense. Okay, but so where's the common sense at? I mean, where's the
Because
benefit for the people to be in prison?
because if I'm facing, I just got a charge. I'm a 3-time felon. I'm facing 25, but you do this experiment or whatever, whatever. Now you're only facing 5 to 10.
Well,
That's
if the
incentive.
but you're a test
And you're
subject.
also in a controlled environment.
You're a test subject.
In a controlled environment. I
Do
don't
we
care.
not remember all the mental hospitals where it was test subjects? You really think that's a benefit?
No, I'm
There was
saying if I'm
prisoners that were in places where they did experiments on people. You really
that's
that's
my
a
point.
benefit?
I'm saying if I'm Elon Musk and I can't get no human test subjects, well, I got a whole.
That's a benefit for him, not the prisoner.
Oh, that's my point. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh, okay.
yeah, that's my point.
I thought you were
Yeah,
talking
that's my point.
about for the prison to be like, hold
No,
up,
no,
what?
because I'm like, who in their right mind is gonna sign up for something that's goofy?
People will. I think will.
They,
Yes, they will. I promise. I'm willing to put
right,
whatever.
it's borderline brain
Promise.
surgery. Nobody.
I promise you. Do you see this? You see the surgeries that people are willing to die for to get, and it's just simple shit. Imagine if you get this, you have the memory and the intelligence of 10 Stephen Hawkins combined. You think people won't do that? What? We paying $10,000 for BBL or whatever, and risking your life.
So
I,
yeah.
and then you got the men now. There's a surgery to help with height. They break your legs and make you come inches
Oh,
taller.
I saw
I'm
that.
like, yo, what the? I
There's
get
no, but see that even with that though, the BBL and the height surgery come with social benefits. There's no social benefit here.
but you can die from. Well, I don't know if you can die from the leg thing because they're just breaking your legs. But maybe they
I
can. I
mean,
don't know. Some
what I
could go
read,
on.
because I couldn't believe it, I looked into it. From what I read, it's excruciatingly painful,
Yeah,
and
but
I'm
you don't
like,
think you can die from it though. You can
bro,
die from BB. We've seen plenty of
certain
people
things
die
are
from
worse.
BBLs.
Certain fates are worse than death. You want to be hurting for months?
They
No,
already hard in life, being short.
really?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you were short.
Whatever, yo.
No, no, I'm just no. All jokes
Whatever,
aside,
yo.
all jokes aside, all jokes aside. Like, I
5'8" to be
mean,
cool,
you
but I'm
clearly
bigger than
it's
yours.
clearly insecurity being short. There's nothing you can't control it, but we can't control height, none of that stuff. Well, I guess you can now, but it
Oh,
might be worth it. At least you won't die. Like I said, the
hold
other cosmetic
hold
surgery,
on
you can
though.
die.
Here's the unpopular conversation. It worked.
What?
I read about two dudes that got it done. Dude was like, he went from like 5'5", I
Oh,
think
the
he
five
said, to
ten.
like 6'1", like just about 6 foot.
Yeah, I think it was
And
five
now all of a
ten.
sudden he's getting more dates.
Yeah.
So as sad
But
as
how
that
does he
is,
walk? Can he run? Can he do anything?
oh, this is over the course of time. So yeah, he back to quote unquote normal. I don't know what that's gonna be like when you 65.
But no one. But that's the thing, though. No one. When we get all these shit, all this stuff done, it's all about now. You're not thinking about when you get old because no one wants to get old.
Then here's the other thing. Here's the other piece that no one's thinking about. For the women that wanted to go for dude because he's tall, blah 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 blah. Listen, sweetie, if you 5'5",
Oh no! So I know you're gonna. I don't
go.
want to know about this conversation. Oh,
Oh no. Tell me, if you 5'5" and you think your dude is 6'1", you think your kid's gonna come out tall. Fam, it's just long legs. He still got 5'5" genes.
oh,
So
okay. You went that route.
y'all
Okay.
gonna have kids, and you still gonna have some short ass kids. Cause you,
You can just no. Actually, you can just blame it on her.
mm, nice try, but I'm like, you gonna be sitting there wondering like, yo, why is my kid 5 foot in ninth grade? Like, cause
It's your fault.
realistically,
I'm just
I
going.
mean,
Hey, it's your fault. He took after
realistically,
you.
dad is only 5'5". It's
Nah,
you've been hoodwinked,
you gotta go.
bamboo.
You gotta continue to lie. It's your fault. That's just blame her. That's the right thing to do. Blame her.
Like, listen, to their credit, the women with the BBLs and such, we know that ain't real. We know that ain't real.
Yeah.
There's nothing to show you, bruh, man, really 5'5". You
So
think
we
you
got the
6?
leg BBL. I love it. Yeah, we starting to counteract you women, man. Like, nah, it's both stupid. But
Bring it
we,
on
we,
back. Bring it on back.
yeah.
Bro, we were freaking aliens.
Aliens with BBLs and leg extenders. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, yo. Oh my goodness. Um, that's just wild. That's just wild.
I'm about to get this search. I'm gonna be 6'5" in this piece. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Like on like sliders, like when let's tell the truth. When people create themselves on NBA 2K, do they create their real height? I don't think so.
I am.
So you really made yourself 6 foot on NBA 2K.
Yes.
Lying.
I'm not lying. I swear to
Lying
God.
right now, yo.
I've made a 5'9" dude on 2K. I'm not lying. You can ask whoever. I'm dead serious.
No, no, I made myself a little taller.
A little taller. You
Yeah.
mean a whole foot taller? I ain't hear that crap. Talking about I mean a little taller. A little taller would be my height.
I mean, I always want to be power forward, so can't be a 5'8" power forward. There's that.
Mm,
But
yeah.
so shifting gears, this is almost a Kane show. There's something else you sent me. I didn't realize, and it's an interesting thing. One of my favorite actresses, Michelle Rodriguez, and I'm still stuck at how is it we've seen wow, at this point I forgot her name. But we've seen the woman that plays Celine in the Underworld franchise. We've seen quite a few stars, ScarJo. There's been a ton of women that have been the face of action franchises, but ironically, not really Michelle Rodriguez. Don't know why it is. She's one of my favorite action heroes. But you came across something she said, and this has got some age on it, but it did lead to me to have a conversation. It's something about, minorities should stop stealing white superheroes. Um, I didn't dive too deep into the context because what I started finding more is more of an apology. Da, da, da. But it made me wonder, like, is there anything there? Um, Artistically, and again, I'm not trying to translate for her. I'm just taking the statement, the clip I saw, I'm going with it. Artistically, she has a point. We don't have to keep figuring out who's going to play Batman, who's going to play the Flash. We don't have to keep pissing off on America when Holly Bailey plays Little Mermaid.
It's
We
a
can
mermaid. That's not real.
we well that now see here's the thing. That's where this is really interesting. None of this is
Ooh,
real. You are correct. None of this is real.
it's not real. It's a mermaid. And I
You
doubt
know,
it'll be white if it actually lived in the ocean. But I digress.
well, like I said, the one complaint I've heard that kind of makes sense. Some folks, there was a small smattering of folks that were a little pissed off about Idris Elba playing Heimdall and Thor because Norse gods weren't black.
I'm cool
Like
with that.
I'll give you that, right? I'll give you that.
But yeah, but for every one of those, you had Egyptian gods being black skin, blackface. So yeah, we're not going to forget about all the characters and minorities
Right.
they played, boy. So let's not go there.
But you literally, from an artistic standpoint, yeah, make up your own.
But we do. We have a Black Panther. All like we have other characters that are just primarily
I don't
black.
I don't know enough about Marvel to know if Black Panther and Luke Cage were created by have black creators behind them or that was just still Stan Lee. I don't
And
know.
I mean, that doesn't even matter. It's still our own hero. It's not a white. It's not a black version of a white. Like, there's no White Panther.
Okay. Well, I think the thing I'm going with here is these are established Marvel characters. We don't have to do Marvel or DC. We can make our own shit. We can. I don't know if Spawn initially is a Marvel character or not.
I thought Spawn was DC.
I
Spawn is
didn't know
Marvel.
Spawn was connected to either.
Yeah, I think it's that. Well, I'm not sure. Actually, it could be more. I don't remember. He's part of one
Right.
of them.
I don't know if Spawn is connected to either. But there's that part. And then you know what? We could really talk about Achilles has had a movie in Troy, right? Brad Pitt. We could really, 300, that was Greek. Um, we could really make movies about the mythical people in Egyptian history if we want to do that. Or like I said, we could just create
They
something
did.
totally
They did.
stop, 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 stop,
They actually did. You can't. You just forgot. It wasn't us.
stop. But we can do that. So to from an artistic standpoint, taking in what she's saying and looking at, okay, let me put an artistic spin on it. She has a point. We could make our own superheroes, make something up totally from scratch. From a Hollywood standpoint, this is where I'm like, you tripping. because at the end of the day,
Hancock.
the very franchise you're in,
Made
which
Hancock.
stopped making sense in the laws of physics like 3 movies ago, exists,
Oh, Fast Furious.
right? Exists because it puts asses in seats. And as Vin Diesel has said, we'll stop making them when y'all stop coming, and it don't look like anybody stop coming
Yeah,
anytime soon.
they're not going. They're going to keep going. There's three more
So
coming anyway. So yeah,
maybe depends how these things go. Maybe it's gonna be
The Rock
one.
is coming back too. So you know it. There's three more
Finally, The Rock has come back to Fast and Furious.
to do some more outrageously superhuman shit.
Let her rock, let her rock, yo.
Yeah, no pun intended. Right.
Let her rock, yo. Between The Rock and LeBron, those my guys.
And Vin
But
Diesel too. Like they should make them inherently strong for no. Like, come on, man. They did a Hulk stump smash and the whole garage collapsed. If I was in the
wait,
theater or something, I'd have walked up. Huh?
he was part of a cult classic. Like when you go back and rewatch Pitch Black, it actually wasn't a horrible film, given what it
No,
was.
wasn't that part of Roger?
That
Serious?
was the original. He was Riddick in Pitch Black. Pitch Black is the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's part of Riddick.
Well, Riddick is a part of it, but yes, I got you.
Same thing. They're all connected. But yes, I got you.
But yeah, Pitch Black is actually a cool classic. But I'm not the hugest Vin Diesel fan because he still pulled off the most improbable thing ever in movie history. Like, fam, it was just you and one other dude, and you went into Mexico, took on the entire Mexican cartel, and came back without a scratch. Okay.
It's Fast and Furious.
No, this is not Fast and Furious. This is A Man Apart.
Oh,
Right. This is almost. I don't know which one is more
it's action
improbable.
movies.
That or Steven Seagal going to Jamaica and killing Screwface in Jamaica, and again, not a scratch.
It's action movies. It's not supposed to be believable.
Come on, man. Come on now. We going
Bro,
with
bro, you remember the movie, what was it? Ninja Assassin?
boy, Ninja Assassin. We went to see that at the movies, right?
Yeah. And it was
Yeah.
over the top, like blood. Like every time dude got slashed.
Like, come on, yo. We knew that was
Like,
coming.
come
That was
like it's an
300
action
before
movie.
it was 300.
Huh?
That was 300 before it was 300 with
No, that
that
was way worse,
CGI.
dude. That was way worse, dude.
I'm talking about the digital gore and everything else. That was
That
300
was
before it was 300.
that,
So
that, that was way worse. Like, dog, son, it's like you get like a little just poke at the finger, just gonna be a damn faucet. Like, nah, dog, like I was over it. Like, no one bleeds like that.
I'm just saying from the believability of it all. Fam, you a white boy in Jamaica going after a Jamaican kingpin and not a scratch. You didn't get captured. You did nothing. Nothing. Just you, tight jeans and a ponytail, and you take out the entire Jamaican mob.
Thanks.
Right, right. Vin Diesel's non-Mexican looking ass goes into Mexico. Because I'm like, right off top, you giving yourself away because you don't even look like, you can't even make me believe you belong here right off top. You go into Mexico and come out without a scratch.
It's an action movie. They
Bro.
gotta win. You know they can't have them. Like I said, the only action movie I know somebody gets the hell beat out of is John Wick. He still wins somehow, but he gets the hell beat out of every movie.
There should be just some part of believability here. Like, I should not walk away from the theater looking like that dude in the meme. Like I should not walk away looking like that. But it's like, come on. So, but yeah, where were we here? Michelle, and as we're saying with Michelle, like, listen, the franchise you're in, um, the only reason it exists is because it puts asses in seats. And you have to really, at this point, I think before 2008, you had a shot. Before Marvel really hit with Iron Man, you had a shot to pull a superhero out your ass and get butts in seats.
Hancock.
and from a the premise was dope. The end of it was like, huh? But the premise was dope.
I'm saying
Hancock
we
was one
right.
of the dopest premise.
We
Yeah,
we had black like quote unquote superhero movies before then, but I
but
mean
the
Blade,
premise, just the premise of Hancock was dope as is.
yeah,
But
Blade first.
yeah, Blade is a Marvel character.
So you just want him outside of those two. You just had his
Like
own.
up your
Oh,
own
so
shit.
like Hancock. So basically Hancock. Okay.
Yeah, Hancock conceptually was dope. Like the concept of Hancock was dope. The end of it, execution wise, but Hancock was dope. Like
Yeah.
from the concept, like think about it conceptually. Like you a superhero, would you a drunk, yo?
I mean,
Like
it's kind of like the book. Well, it's more realistic. Just like I said, Marvel and DC is unrealistic for the most. Well, Marvel's definitely more. DC's a little bit more realistic, but it's all real. Like if you had people or heroes with these superpowers, it would be more like the boys. I don't know if you've seen that, but you need to watch
still gotta watch that though. I still gotta
that. That is that's
because
amazing.
the running joke on Homelander, I gotta figure this guy out.
Homelander is literally what Superman would be if he was actually human in reality. Like I said, he wouldn't like Superman wouldn't be no damn Boy Scout in reality. He would be probably more like Homelander, which is kind of scary.
That's why I gotta watch it because I'm like, but it's funny because when you read comics, the only weakness Superman has is moral character. Other than that, he has no known weakness.
Well, he has
Like
weak
beyond kryptonite, but his
and
moral
magic,
character.
stuff. But yeah, I get
So yeah, but yeah, she's saying make up your own shit, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like trying to think what's made up. Like it's not a superhero movie for kids, but The Watchmen is still one of my favorite movies.
that's part of DC.
Is it? I didn't. I
Yes,
didn't know. I didn't know that. I just knew it was a graphic novel. I didn't know it was a DC graphic novel.
I think they're part, or they did a crossover. I don't remember. I think they're part of DC now, or I don't know. I think, but they have done cross. So I don't know. Either way, we
Yeah,
still have ties to each other
Doctor Manhattan and Rorschach was my dudes. But yeah,
and walking around naked, of course.
it's just it's just the power. Like I'm like I'm trying to remember when I Google like, okay, could Doctor Manhattan beat Thanos? And I'm like, probably so.
Yeah, you spoke the hell out of Thanos.
Well,
The
if
dude's literally a god.
so was Thanos. Thanos is a Titan.
No, he was a guy with the Infinity Stones. He would still get smoked.
Then that's the question I got to ask. Like if you have the Infinity Gauntlet, you literally control every element of existence.
Dog. Dr. Bedhead controls all atoms. He controls basically everything of existence too, and is immortal.
You're gonna make me Google. But yeah, I love that movie.
Oh, that's your man. You know, like, like no, man, Dr. Bedhead nuts out and everything. Is one shot and everybody, bro. He's just gonna be walking up, swinging, just. Look at that, yo. That's the last thing you see, man. Come on, man. Put some damn clothes on. I know
Blue
you can.
nuts in
Yeah.
blue nuts in your forehead. That'd be it.
If he teabags you for you, oh no.
See, now I'm going to watch The Watchmen.
Just
that's my
that?
dream.
Okay, Paul.
But keep drifting. Tokyo Drift. See, Michelle, you got us doing it now. Tokyo drifting.
Paul.
Um,
Paul.
the true shit. I was actually about to get down with the story, get down with him, but then Tokyo Drift came. And it was Bow Wow, and I'm like, we're done here. So that was it. I missed the first
Skip that.
couple,
Skip that.
and I
Look
was
at the
like,
last
yo,
one.
all right, next one will come out. I'm gonna go check it out, right? I'm gonna see what the buzz is about.
No,
And then it's Bow Wow and Tokyo Drift. I'm like, okay,
I don't count that.
and that was it.
I don't. It's like yeah, we don't count that. We don't count.
You just count the last 19. But
Oh, I don't. I stopped counting at the five.
but
Like should have ended at five, but that's just me.
it's about family.
Our family, boy. I need that in my life.
But yeah, I get what Michelle is saying artistically, but at this point, since 2008, I don't know. You're not just you just it's just not realistic that you're gonna pull a superhero out your ass. Because there's only one or two ways this works. If you make it PG, you're gonna bump up against Marvel and DC and you're done. If you make it R, you're not gonna get the audience. So because even the R-rated heroes we have now, both,
They did a Billy. Of course.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Deadpool did well. Logan did
That's what I'm
well.
saying. What are they both? Marvel. You know who I think, and they'll never do it. They'll never do it unless they really, really suck ass. You know who needs an R-rated movie really badly? Can you imagine an R-rated Dark Knight? Like it's not as Batman is the darkest of characters.
You don't be killing people. So unless you gonna have the villains just offing people crazy. I mean, they kind of do that in the animated movies. I don't know if you've seen like the DCAU, whatever the hell that universe, but they get down in that. They get busy. Like people was getting off, arms getting chopped off, and that. I was like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, you need it. We're never gonna get it, but we need an R-rated Batman.
I mean, we got the R-rated Joker, so we might get the R-rated Batman. Never know.
Yeah, looking forward to the Flash. But it's like I said, I get what Michelle is saying. I just don't think it's gonna be possible, especially now. Now, am I conveniently ignoring the undertones of what she's saying? I am. I am. Pretty girl privilege. No, I'm kidding. Um, Jokes aside with Michelle, like I don't, because I did kind of try to do a deep dive on this, and it just like you said though, she has some very interesting and borderline problematic things being said throughout the years. And I'm like,
That's probably why she's
one
not.
comment, yeah, one comment I did see, like, if not for Fast and Furious, you probably wouldn't have a job, right? And I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
think
because before that, it was what Resident Evil.
it was an indie flick where she was a fighter, which is good, but it was an indie flick and a lot of people didn't catch it because a lot of people don't do indie flicks. But no, she's good. I really think she deserves a shot to be at the front of an action franchise.
But
Mila Jovovich was Claire. I never knew she existed before Resident Evil.
you didn't
And they
see her in He Got Game.
and what?
Wasn't she in He Got Game? Wasn't
Bro,
she the prostitute with Denzel?
I saw He Got Game once.
You only saw her once. Damn.
Yeah, I saw it once because I'm like,
Swore she was in that.
Jesus Shuttleworth, but
Jesus.
because it was He Got Game on Above the Rim, and Above the Rim was more hood. Sorry, it was Tupac. It
I
was
remember. I've seen both many times, but
yeah. I said it was He Got Game when it was Above the Rim. I was rocking with Pac at the time. Let's go. It never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5. Soundtrack was even better. So yeah, I saw He Got Game like once. There's a few Spike Lee joints I got to see, but yeah, I saw He Got Game once. But no, Michelle, I don't want to say it's a white thing, but like I said, ScarJo has been in action, a couple action flicks. Still gotta watch Lucy. Um, but ScarJo's been up there. I do not know why I cannot remember Celine's actual name.
who?
It's like from Underworld. I cannot remember her. It is killing me right now. But she was totally badass. But it is killing me. But I cannot remember her name from
I'm still upset how they ended that. Them last two movies were dog.
Oh gosh, yeah, it was bad. That was y'all need to get smacked. Like
Um,
I thought Resident Evil's last movie was bad. It was bad.
not Resident Evil worse. No, that was worse. But
Mm-mm.
they were both bad.
Underworld was absolutely the worst franchise ending. Underworld by miles and miles and miles.
No, I don't think you remember the last Resident. Oh my god, that was bad.
Resident Evil held the title, and then Underworld was like, "Hold my beer."
My
So,
business.
but like I get what she's saying. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's possible at this point. I think pre 2008, you got a better shot. Not right now. Not right now. Not with Marvel and everything else changing superhero game. Like I think on indie circuit you could do it and see if it goes somewhere. But
Gotta start somewhere.
we're too busy trying to adapt what's already existing source material. And that's like I said, I think there might be I'm all bullshit aside. I think Michelle might have some undertones to what she's trying to say, which
Oh
is
yeah.
very misguided.
We don't need black Superman or black Batman. That part, okay, I kind of agree with.
We got
But
Black Adam.
huh?
Got Black Adam.
Dad joke. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't care. Ain't gonna lie.
I think one of the things about movies is it's a great escape. So I don't mind a great escape. I don't mind some great storytelling and exposition. I don't mind some great action sequences. I don't mind the hero's journey. It's a great escape. And to that end, I do believe she's right because I don't need to see another Superman origin story. Can we leave it in Man of Steel? Dear James Gunn, whatever the hell you decide to do not give us another Superman origin story.
I don't think. I think he's not doing no origin story. I think he's gonna be a young Superman. That's not an origin story. I think like you know how basically with the Batman, it wasn't really an origin story. He was already Batman. He was just
He was
early
just
in the game.
basically he was before. If we wanted to put it in canon, this is Batman before the Michael Keaton or Ben Affleck version. I got you. Hypothetically speaking, like Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck were older versions of Batman, even in the game for a minute, old and grizzled. So the Batman with Twilight Boy, Robert Pattinson,
He earns. He ain't Twilight, but he Batman now.
emo Batman. I got it.
Batman.
Like emo Batman, same way Kylo Ren is emo Darth Vader. I got it.
Darth Vader. Don't ever disrespect Darth Vader like that, man.
Yo, Kylo Ren is that dude. He just need to go to the prom.
He need a hug. That's what he did. He
Kylo
needed
Ren
a-
is that dude. He's just like, bro, chill. Like, go to the
Man was
gym.
crying all the first like, bro, you need a hug. Go in the corner somewhere, bro.
Like, how is your granddad Darth Vader? You guys out here
You
acting
that.
like this,
You that.
right? Like, emo Darth Vader, yo.
No, stop putting Vader in. No, I hate to say it, bro. Stop disrespecting Vader here. Vader ain't
Kylo
have
Ren.
nothing to do with this. He disowned that motherfucker, boy. Oh my god. He was using the force and just turning himself around in his grave, boy. Seeing that.
Hmm. All right, so let me see here. Cali. Shifting gears a little bit. I don't think there's much here. There's an idea in California to charge. It's called congestion pricing. I'm really not seeing how this is much different than a toll road.
It's not.
So, but it'd be ugly. We talking the I-10 freeway between downtown LA and Santa Monica. Yeah, it could be ugly.
Like I said, I don't know if the public transportation is, so what's the alternative?
I don't know.
It's
Movie.
already overpriced to live there. People are damn near struggling. So now you're gonna charge me to take the freeway? I guess it ain't gonna be free no way, it's just a way. Charge way.
Yeah.
Like
I see what
what?
you did.
Like
I see what you
what?
did there. Yeah, I don't. It's a toll road, and I mean the problem is depending on the level of congestion, population wise. I can speak from experience living in Texas. Sometimes the toll road doesn't help because everyone tries to get off the main highway on toll road and it congests the
The
toll road.
street. Right.
So
Like
now not only are you sitting in traffic, but you're paying to do it.
that's even worse. Oh yeah,
Right.
that's worse. Imagine that.
So unless you're gonna open a toll road to like 4 lanes,
Even that might not. I said I've been on the West Coast. I just haven't been in California, so I don't know how that highway is. I hope I never experienced it, but I heard it's bad. I'm good on that. I hate
I
traffic.
mean,
Oh
you've
my god,
experienced one of the 9 circles of hell of traffic in this country. There are at least three. One is there.
Atlanta and
There, and
Houston.
it's the other one. Houston's a 9 circle of hell in traffic, and then the other one, of course, is LA.
What about New
So,
York? Because I experienced that. That sucks.
New York is a little different. And no, this is not New York bias. New York is a little different because New York is not a city really designed to drive in anymore.
Well, that's one never really was, but yeah.
So it's like if you sitting in traffic in NYC, you kind of wanted to. Because your ass could have caught the train.
Train will take you everywhere.
Literally. Clearly. So if you sitting in traffic in New York, you
That's a
kind of
good
wanted.
point. That's a good point. That's you're right. I'll take New York out because you literally do not have to have a car in New York. There's a lot of people that don't have a car. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or New York City at least.
All right. So fun stuff. We're gonna jump off Cali, and I haven't really had an official great debaters in a while. I've been thinking about this one. We talked about it off air. I don't think we really touched it on air much. Everyone's favorite I know such thing as halfway crooks. Everyone's favorite halfway crook, John Morant, is gonna get a ruling as far as his fate is concerned in the NBA
Oh, he done.
at the end of the finals.
It's
I was
over.
like, man, we ain't gonna change the finals. We're gonna talk about this shit later.
Oh yeah,
This
it's
is
been.
well gonna wait till your daddy gets home.
Oh
You know,
yeah, it's done. Like he's going
you know
for
what?
at least a year.
Nah,
I
no,
yes,
no.
yes.
We can have two of these. I think I said this on the show before. You're gonna bump into a problem because the reality of this is a business slash image problem. It is not a legal problem.
It's a contract problem.
Find the
Because
language.
I don't know what the code of conduct is. Because remember, even if you don't break the law, even wherever employer you have, especially if it's a private one, will have a code of conduct in there. And if you
Agreed.
break that, they can do whatever they want. And also, the players association isn't on board with this. They
They
already discussed it. They're
word is
on
that a
board.
server has contacted them, and because there's no precedent for this, for one, and then the other thing is, dang, lost train of thought
And they
there.
found additional information.
That's what it was. Thank you. We don't know what the additional information is. The additional information could actually help him. It could
No,
be like,
no,
oh,
no, 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 it's not.
based on
No, it's
what
not.
we thought,
No, it's
we had him going for a year. But based on the additional information, actually, we can do to the All Star game, which what I think is going to happen half the season.
the
He runs
additional
the All Star.
information is probably you don't say as a commissioner say, oh, we know what's about to happen to him. Well, we don't wait. We don't want to distract from the finals. We about to drop the hammer on this dude.
Because that's good
That's
business.
bad. And then to drop the breadcrumb of saying, oh yeah, we got additional information. You don't say that if it helps him. You say that if it makes it worse. And then remember, they let a lot of shit slide this year that he was been accused of and did with, fighting teenagers, bringing guns, the laser pointing in the NBA arena.
You can't prove
You
none of
imagine
that.
if Ron Artest did that shit? He got
You can't.
suspended for smacking the fan. So like, nah, he done. He gone for a year, dog. It's over with. Yo. I promise you, he gone for a year. I promise you, it's over. It's over, Prime.
You can't.
50
You
Cent voice,
can't.
Kanan voice. Yeah, he did that. Whatever he did, he did that.
All right. So as the dad here, let me impart a little bit of wisdom. You can't for a couple reasons. One, as I just mentioned, this is a business problem, not a legal problem. Two, you
We don't know that.
still
Oh, we don't know that yet.
if
Remember, we
Memphis
don't
T
know
didn't
the
even
different. We
charge
don't.
him,
We
he'd have
don't
been
know the
charged
different.
already.
Oh, it
If
could
he
be.
was
We
going to be
don't know.
charged with a crime, he'd have been charged with a crime already.
We don't know what's down. Like I said, it's additional. If we don't know what they know. And in the NBA, like I said, players have said, like, bro, they have CIs and everything. They know everything. So I'm pretty sure with the addition they've hired or found out or paid whoever it is to find out everything they need to know and everything he was doing and everyone he was around to see. And then it probably did not help his case. And so they're going to drop the hammer on him. And it's over. It's a year. It's a year.
Okay, so like I was saying, this is not a legal problem. It is a business problem. And the business you're in still has a union slash players association.
He are
You
in agreement.
still need them to play ball.
No, you don't. He's done so many dumbass that like they literally went took it easy on him this year. They gave him what 8 games for all the dumb he did. So they let it ride on the
So
strength that you would not do it again. And what did your dumbass do?
you gonna go
Again.
from 8 to 74? That's harsh. That's extreme. You don't
They
see it as extreme.
no, because the 8 games should have been more. But they didn't because he did the little fake out and then went to therapy for like 2 days and then walked out.
You can't go
So
from 8 day. You can't go from 8 games to 82,
yes, you
dog.
can. Dog, you have a history. And like I said, we don't know what the additional information is. Plus, like I said, it's not the law, but it's in the contract, code of contact, image. It's a private business. You breach that, they can do whatever they want. And
Not when
and
you're
and,
unionized.
and then also, like I don't know why you keep missing the point that they're already in agreement with what's going to happen. They've already talked and agreed. So
What's
it's
the point of
over.
me being okay? So now it's time to inject a little bit of reality. I used to work for a company that had a union. You don't just get to be like, yo, this is what we doing. No, the union's gonna be like, nah, we if you
I
want to do
just
this,
I just said
we
they're an
gonna we gonna got
agreement.
because you still
Agreement. Agreement. Do you know the definition of agreement? Meaning they talked and discussed. It's like, okay, cool. So I don't know what more do you want? Additional information. They have the union and the commission
you
already
you
talked and they
not
seem to
just
have a deal.
I'm not saying they're not in agreement. What I'm saying is the agreement is not as all-star game, half a season. You can't just jump from 8 games to 82.
Why not?
For
Because he
for
technically should have got half a season last year for all the dumb shit he did. So technically, you're at more right to spend his dumb ass for a year.
so why am I okay? So again, as someone who's lived through it, what am I paying union dues for? What are you good for if you just gonna let management do whatever the fuck they want to do?
They did how?
That's
But
essentially
this
what you said.
this is probably warranted to save him from his damn self. Like I said, I think it was the union that saved his ass from getting a half a year this year. But after whatever he did again, and then whatever additional information that they find, because I think some of them cases that we said are not criminal yet are still pending. So it could be that. They might know it's coming down the pipe soon.
You know how many cats will have warrants right now if flashing a blicky on your social media was
I'm not
really a
talking
crime?
about flashing the blink. I'm talking about the assault charges, threatening the kid, and the gun in the damn arena. You beat up a 13-year-old. You have many instances of beating up minors and threatening people.
19-year-old threatened him, said he's going to get a gun.
Okay, so now you just with the bullshit. You just
No,
got
what
every
I'm
receipts for
saying
it.
is you don't get because now you sound like you riding with the man. You sound like you riding with management.
He's stupid. That part, I don't think either of us can debate that. He's stupid. Yes.
He's
Like
23.
all of this could have been avoidable.
He's 23.
I'm not saying I didn't make dumbass mistakes at 23, but I also did not have 200 M's in my bank account. I guarantee you,
So
I had
if you
200 M's in my bank. I would not, I would be the, I'd be the Superman of black people, man. I promise you, I go to church every goddamn day. I'm
you
not,
feel
no, 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 that's stupid. That is stupid. And then as a father, you enable us, be a fucking father. Stop being a boy. You watching your son in real time throw away his life and generational wealth. Why? Be a fucking father, mother. Be a fucking mother. Come on, dog. And granted, I also believe Memphis as a team, they need some more vets to bring. Like I said, you need a Haslam or
I
something
mean,
in there.
people forget AI was going to sign there. They want to get AI. I was like, I'll retire before I go play with them boys. So they
Who?
tried to get a vet.
AI.
Remember, Iguodala.
Oh,
Iguodala was supposed to
don't
be
say
there.
AI and you. No, we don't call him that. You just say A. Like when you say AI, I'm like what? AI 50 years old or 40 years
No,
old?
not
AI
Bubba
about to
Shot.
play?
No, not Allen Iverson.
It's one
Iguodala
AI.
was supposed to
Yeah,
go there,
yeah, yeah.
and he was like, "I will straight up retire before I go play with
There's
them."
a reason for that. It's a shit show. And the superstar, the face of the franchise, is stupid.
He's 23. Like I
After a
think
while, we guys we
I
can't.
think we
He's
keep
not
forgetting.
19. He's not a teenager. He's 23. That's
Um,
like you're still an adult. Like some of this stuff is just common sense. You're not hood. You're not street. I can't even use the excuse of being young and dumb. You just dumb at
that's
that.
literally what it is.
No,
You
no,
are.
no. He's just dumb. He's just dumb.
So
Because you just
we
dumb.
expect 23 to look like 33 now, huh?
How many? Okay. So there's
I'm
mad. Jason Tatum was 23. There's mad superstars, Luca. Got all these people were 23 at that point. Were they doing the same dumbass shit?
now you got to talk about variables that we don't know the answer to.
Yeah, you just counting for this dude. All right, just go ahead, man. Just say he the smartest, dumbest dude of all time. No, you have
I'm
too much to
saying,
lose. It's one
I'm
thing to get
saying,
to have a drinking problem or something, or or get 10 million girls pregnant. Okay, that's young and dumb because you just all right, whatever. With all this crap, entourages beating up teenagers, having guns in the NBA arena. Like, did you not learn from Kilbury? Like, what are we doing? And then some of these old cats, like Steven Jackson, is copping for it. It's like, dog, no.
oh no, Steven, last thing I saw from Steven Jackson, oh no, he pretty much wrote the old boy off, all the way off. I'm
Oh, he
like,
did? That's
oh,
not the last time I
last,
said
no,
he was
last,
rocking with him.
mm-mm. Not since his last joint. No, last thing I saw from Steven Jackson, he was like, I ain't gonna talk about it. Like, it's some cats really like F dude at this point. I don't
Oh,
want
I
to hear
know
shit.
there's a lot of people that unfollowed him and everything, like NBA
Yeah, there's a
players.
lot of people like F dude. But the thing is this.
That's also doesn't that raise your eyebrow? Like, why are NBA players not right on them?
I mean, the most goofiest thing I saw is, and I think it might have been clickbait, so I didn't even bother to click on it. But allegedly, Stephen A. said he's spoken to some NBA insiders, and there's serious concern on if Ja will be alive even in the next 2 to 3 years. I'm
Oh,
like,
I
let's
seen
not get carried
that.
away.
Yeah. I
But
know.
but
Unless he's suicidal, we don't know about it. But
we ain't
I
talking. We're not talking suicidal. We talking about him and
oh,
his
street
thug
stuff.
magnations. I don't. And it's weird. Maybe because I'm the parent here. I don't. It's because he's closer in age to you than me. I don't get how this is not obvious. This is very, very obvious to me.
What's that?
Okay. So 23-year-olds, probably until like damn near your mid 20s, most 20-some-year-old men feel the fuck invincible. So you take that and then you add on generational wealth and you remove the ability of anyone to tell you no. So you take a 23-year-old that already has no concept of morality, what not morality? No, that's what I'm looking for. Mortality. I'm sorry, wrong word. You have no concept of your own mortality. You think you are fucking invincible. And then you layer on, I have enough money to make that so. And then you layer on
He doesn't.
your boys being enablers. Then you layer on clearly either you ain't listening to your parents or they're just along for the ride.
All right, go for the ride.
Voila. So I'm like, I'm not absolving responsibility. I'm
You
saying let's
are.
look at what
You are.
created this monster. How do we get here?
We want to all right. If we want to do that, we're just gonna blame hip hop.
I was gonna say, then you layer on the culture.
I'm about to say because he's doing all the gangsters that all the song in the video he was listening. He's trying to do all that, but he ain't never come from that. Because like I said, maybe there's a difference because LeBron, like I said, LeBron is always the exception to a rule, but he
Mm.
came from that. A lot of these NBA players actually came from that and got out and are not trying to come back or something.
So
There's
we
something
want
dumb to
to.
do. So the
So we
fact
want
that
to.
you didn't come from that, you're trying to be that, is stupid. Because you know what it's like to not be that. That's why I can say it's not the young and dumb. You just dumb.
No, it's youth because
You're just dumb.
if
You're
you
2 ways away from your brain being fully developed. You're still doing dumb shit. No, you dumb.
yeah, because you just said your brain's in fully development. And
He's two
again,
years away. He's 2 years away.
exactly.
That's not that far away. If he's doing all this dumb now, because there's still people older than that do dumb stuff. You never learn. Like I'm sorry, some people are lost cause. It's very true. But yeah, it's dumb because this could have been avoidable.
The
This wasn't
world
a
has a
mistake.
way.
This was horrible decisions of being stupid.
So we prosecute and persecute 23-year-olds now for doing 23-year-old
It's
shit.
1 year suspension. We act like we put him in prison. He can still live his life. He will still have money as long as he didn't spend all this he already made.
And see, this is what I'm talking about. Now we're talking about all of this is business. It is not a matter of legality. If I
Or
want
that
you
we
to
know
be
of.
if I want you to be the face of my league, I can't have you sit for a year. That's bad for business.
I think that's the point they're trying to prove. Because he's proven himself he's not capable of being the face of the league. Because the question that you didn't ask that was supposed to be the question, would you allow your kid to buy his jersey? And you
I
say
was getting,
no.
I was getting there. I was getting there. That's what our debate question was. Um, so again, obviously, as a parent in the situation, if you were not your age and you were like 12 years younger, I without being super technical, I don't think this is a black and white. Um I think it depends on the age. I think if you are like under the age of 10, my answer is no. It's an absolute no because um the reasons for the no I can explain to you, but you're probably not going to comprehend. Like I'm trying to see like okay, because you know me, as you've grown up, I've never told you anything without giving you a reason or definition behind it. And I can't give you a reason or definition that is going to make sense to you. So it's going to have to be a hard no. Um, if you're older, like say, I don't know, 12, 13, well, now we're having a different conversation. And I can explain certain things and you can process certain things better. And I'm going to let you try to arrive at that conclusion on is this something you want representing yourself? So I think again, as a parent, it's a mixed answer for me. Young kid, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Slightly older, where you can process and understand things a little better, we're going to talk it out.
He didn't break a law. You said that. So what's the
Agree.
problem? It's a business thing. So what they got to do with a kid? Because
See, you're still talking to your dad, and as a dad, I have to make certain decisions. And the thing is, why would you want to do such a thing?
I had a
Is
Kobe
the question.
jersey. I had a Kobe jersey. So
You,
explain that. And that was during the time where all that was going on.
I didn't buy it.
Doesn't matter. Still
I,
allowed to have me to have it. There you
I
go.
didn't buy it.
Doesn't
Like you
matter.
turned up with it, I didn't buy it.
I had it. Nothing
So
was
like,
said. He didn't take it away.
because neither of us bought it. So I'm like, there's a little different there.
Okay,
Am I
but if
going
you're the
to
parent, you
spend
could take it
my
away, kid. You done?
am I going to spend my money on such a thing? And then that's a horrible. This one is a much let's be being honest. This is a much easier conversation to have than the Kobe conversation.
Oh yeah, because Kobe's is actually legal stuff.
Yeah, it's not even legal. It's explaining it. The legality of it isn't the part that bothers me. It's the I need to explain this to you, and it's a lot easier to explain the goofy shit Ja's done than trying to explain Kobe.
Well, I mean, well, actually, the Kobe thing is pretty simple. It's just you had to get real raw. It depends on how old the kid is.
Mm. And yeah, nice way to get out of it, sir. But so your imaginary kid asked for a John Moran jersey. You buying it?
Imaginary kid. Mm, that's horrible. Um, Probably yes.
Wow. Do tell.
He's a jersey. He ain't breaking no law. He just stupid.
No question to ask. No, this isn't contingent upon age. You just
I mean, how do you explain you can't have this jersey because he was seen with guns in multiple videos? When, especially if they grow up in this climate, that's all they're going to see anyway. So they could make the correlation like, what's wrong with that if everyone else does it?
Mm-hmm.
And then I can be like, well, that's true, but it's a business and see, and then you have to start doing the nuance, and then that's gonna be confusing. So I'm just gonna be like, bro, just don't do that. Nigga. I'm not gonna be a father.
Two
But
words. Because obviously, clearly one of us is dad here. Two words. Tamir Rice. That's why. Because if you say, well, what's wrong with that? Because black men, black males, not even men, black males in this country are criminalized damn near from birth.
yeah, but he can. But then you go, well, then if we get a little deeper, I can just say, well, you already teach something. You're gonna be criminalized even you have nothing. You can be wearing a hoodie, could be wearing a do. You can just be what minding your business, and you're
So
gonna be
why
criminalized.
add to that?
Why you think I'm gonna tell my son to have a gun on him?
No, 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 no. You're wearing a jersey
It's a
that will bring
jersey.
about, hold on, you're wearing a jersey that will bring about certain prejudices in judgment unfairly, but let's be real.
Okay, so how many white kids you think still got job injuries?
It's a very good question. How many of
I
them
think a
buying
lot.
the question is who's buying it now? That's not who had it. The question is who's buying it now.
We're gonna
What are
see.
his jersey sales? What are his jersey sales like now?
I was about to say we're gonna find out next year, unless they still count over the summer. But we're gonna find out a new season where jersey sales is.
Hmm?
So if it's still at a normal rate that it was before all this, then what are we talking about?
Because my guess, because we're we are black men having this conversation, and we understand things a hell of a lot different than suburban white parents. So my guess is they're quite possibly tossing around the T word, the T word that now supplants the N word,
Oh,
and say,
thug.
oh, we're absolutely not buying you that jersey.
That's a lie. Because what do white suburban kids like the most?
You talking about suburban kids who have their own disposable income. I'm talking about kids who got to ask their parents.
I'm saying, still, what do white suburban kids? What do they try to associate with the most?
Black culture.
Okay, so what is Ja Morant trying to also do the most? So technically, he's one a great player when he plays. Two, you see him doing dumb shit that rappers do. So that's a double whammy. I really want his jersey because now I'm a street cred. We're gonna bring back the throwbacks, boy.
So, like I said, if it comes down, if you're talking about kids with disposable income, about the hell they want, that's one conversation. But if it comes down to you need this jersey and I have to buy it for you, no. And I don't think the 8-year-old kid in Memphis that doesn't have a John Morant jersey is getting one now.
White or black?
Either, honestly,
Yes,
either,
they are. I guarantee you they
but especially white,
are.
because as you well know, everybody want to be black until it's what time to be black.
Okay,
So
them
it's
wearing the
it's cool.
jersey is not
It's
gonna make them
cool.
black.
It's cool to dip your toe in to black culture and be cool right up until it's not. And see now real shit's happening. And oh no, I'm sure these suburban white parents don't want their kids to have nothing to do with that.
It's
They
a
don't want to
jersey.
be mistaken. No, no.
You're not gonna be. You're white,
Cops are still cops, bro. And it's like,
so you're gonna see a jersey with a white person still wearing it. It's like, do they have black like skin in the back of their necks or
I mean,
something?
we're
I'm
not
missing
talking
something.
Iowa. Sorry, Iowa, catch your strays again. But you
Maybe
don't
it's what they do.
love the Slipknot though. I still want a mask. I still want a mask. But
Yes, on their city though. You're not a real fan.
but you don't think Memphis PD, because fun fact, people think LA or Chicago is a gang capital. No, actually Memphis is the most dangerous small city in the country
I'm about to
as of
say,
FBI stats.
how many suburban
So
white people living in Memphis?
I'm just saying, so you don't think Memphis PD sees a John Morant jersey a certain way right now? regardless of who's wearing it. You don't think that?
You're still white. Like, did we forget about that part? Like I said, like you really think white people are thinking about cops doing something because of a jersey? Are you that naive?
And you
You
really think
thinking like a
there's
black
not
person right now.
you really don't think there's a
You're
gang
thinking
task
like a
force?
black person. Think like a
Oh,
white person. Imagine you don't have to worry about none of that shit. You can wear whatever you want.
okay.
Exactly. See,
So
you
so
gotta
you're
think
so
like
you're
them. You
so
can't
your
think like
final
us.
answer. So your final
Huh?
answer. You
Yeah,
buy
my
you.
white kid will have a drama ran shirt, man. Then I ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Wow. But so you think so double great debaters. I got All-Star break. I got a half a season. What you got?
Well, because the verbiage and all the stuff that came out about why they're waiting to the end because they don't want to distract additional information, talking to the Players Association, that all adds up to something really bad about that.
Well, ain't nobody been suspended half a year since our testing them in the Mountains and Palace.
No one's been
So
that dumb since then. So yeah. And I don't think Artest was dumb. That was warning. He shouldn't have been suspended here, but that's just me. I understand how it looks because you can't have a player go into the stands just give him a can of whoop ass. I got you, but the people in the stands be doing crazy. You can't be throwing water and on the court on people, bro. I did the same thing, my boy. I'm sorry. I mean, somebody like I said, I don't know if we remember we had that little stretch where fans were going out of control and players was getting fed up. Dude was talking crazy. Russ was like, "What?"
oh
And
yeah.
then like,
Yeah,
huh? And then you got the dude that spit on Trey Young. Like, I, I,
these cats is wild. These
it,
cats is wild.
that's what I said. It was warranted.
Okay.
You can't touch me. I won't go touch you.
Okay. But no, I don't I think cats are just thinking the worst. I think when you say we've obtained more information, people going back to, oh shit. No, it actually might have been, yo, we really about to hang your ass, no pun intended. But because we dug a little deeper, okay, we can be cool with this half a year. Because based on it's the put it this way, to make it simple, it's the reverse of the Ray Rice shit. Ray Rice saw something, they dug a little deeper, it's like, oh, see now, we gotta get you out of here.
I think this is exactly what's about to happen. Not saying he,
Oh, yeah, I got
enticing
you.
this girl or something, but I'm saying like, but they found additional information. Usually, when you see and hear that, especially when it comes to doning a punishment, that never, rarely, it's rare that ever means it's going to help you. Because the fact that they're sitting on this, because if it was just, if it was going to help him, I don't think they would sit on it till after.
I think they're sitting on it because if it was just 5 or 10 games, you can let that out right now. It's going to
That's
be
what I'm
more than five
saying.
or ten. It ain't going to be 82.
Yeah.
You still got a players. You got to talk whatever you again having worked for a unionized company. Whatever discipline you give out, you gotta bounce that off of the union.
I
You can't
just
just be like,
said they already did that.
that's my point. So it's like them
Was
talking
there
about
an
maybe
agreement?
sign it off. Hmm, okay.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Um,
see.
yeah, I got All-Star Gate because you can't.
Even,
I got All-Star break.
even so, Memphis season is probably over if he's gonna be gone that long anyway. So yeah.
I mean, I don't know who the backup point guard is, but yeah.
And it's not him.
But they didn't. They had a winning record with him gone.
True.
So there's that.
No Dylan Brooks either.
So
You're gonna be Chang Hao.
they stop yo. All right, let's wrap this thing on up here. Finals. I said Denver in four, or I don't remember if I said 4 or 5, but I said Denver in four or Miami in seven. Honestly, I think Miami in seven. I'm still riding with Miami in seven because if they lost game two, I'm like, yeah, we might want to cut out the lights. But Jimmy and them are not going away. You on
We knew
paper,
this.
let's be real. On paper, they should be wiping the floor in Miami. But
They got heart. You got heart, kid. Where you from? Miami.
you stupid, Joe. They should be wiping the floor in Miami, and they're not. So it's like, yeah, ugh, this is something. I Miami's got more than a puncher's chance. Like a lot of people are gonna be shocked if Miami wins. I'm not gonna be one of them.
No, I'm
I'm
not.
gonna I'm gonna be shocked if it take. I'm gonna be shocked if they get a big lead up. Like I got Miami as up. I'm gonna be shocked if at any point is like 2-1, 3-1. I'll be shocked.
Oh, I would be shy for that too. But I either got Denver in 5 or 6. But I'm hoping for Miami in 6 or 7. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, let's get ready to run it on back here. Let's recap it all. Let's see from the top. If there you well, apparently there are UFOs. I hope it's the ET kind. Um, cocoon or something to that effect. And it's not a xenomorph. It's not puppet
Those aren't
masters.
those aren't cocoons. I wouldn't want that.
No, you never again too young. You gotta it's I think it's Spielberg. I'm about to say Stephen King. It's a Steven Spielberg movie from the 80s called Cocoon. And it pretty much was like these aliens landed and these old cats in a nursing home went swimming and it was like fountain of youth. Like they were like 70 and all of a sudden they went swimming in the water and they're like 25. Like they were still old, but they got all of their faculties back and were like super energized. So yeah, if it was like that, that's cool. I can rock with that. Um,
The water?
it, whatever it was in the water. You got it. Okay, homework assignment. Go watch Cocoon or at least watch half of it. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, that'd be cool with that. I'm good. I'm good. Um, Michelle Rodriguez, again, artistically, I get your point. Um, Box office wise, that's a reach. And you said it back in 2015. You should know better. You should know better. Like ever since 2010, after Iron Man and Marvel Blue, like you should know better. You're not just gonna pull it as a new superhero out your ass. Um, Cali Highways, it's a toll road, and it might not work. Like there's not a lot to see there. Not much to see here. Um, I'm going with Ja Jersey. Young kid, no. Teenager, maybe, but leaning towards no. And I'm still going with half a season. We'll see him at the All Star break. At the All Star break, you know, that's enough for everybody to learn their lesson. There's no reason, at least in my estimation, to be gone for a year. It sends the wrong message. I don't think it comes from the players union. It's just a shit show. Half a year would be good. You don't go from 8 games to 82. You
He
you
should
just
have
don't.
got more then, but he didn't.
King, what was that last part? But he didn't. You
But
can't just go from 8 to 82.
if you agree that he should have got more, then it wouldn't be a problem him getting the year.
But you didn't.
I ain't got
That's the
nothing to
point.
do with nothing. I don't care what I gave you before. This is what I'm giving you now.
Like I
The
said,
hell?
if we were if
It's
we
my
were in a,
business.
if we were in a court of law, and I'm your defense attorney, you can't give my client probation, then turn around and give him 8 to 10. Nope.
Yeah, they can't be violated. Let him cook.
Damn it, we forgot to talk about Kwame and Shannon. We'll get to it next time. And NBA Finals. Yeah, I got Miami in 7. Jimmy Buckets, go Jimmy Buckets. Your recap, sir.
All right. If it's Predator or Xenomorph, just let me know now. I'll go to the nearest ocean. Hasta la vista. Michelle Rodriguez, yeah, used to be big. I knew something was off about you, and then I guess I was right. That's sad. See, pretty privilege don't work with me. Yeah. Hey. Callie, you're already overpriced. It's like Callie is so weird. They do the right things, the dumb things at the same time. They take 2 steps forward and 5 steps back, and then another 3 steps forward. They just playing the tango or salsa and like pick a side. Damn, you playing the line. Like it sounds smart, like yeah, outprice people. But I don't know how good your public transportation is. If you had New York's public transportation, then maybe that might work. But I don't know if you do. So I don't think you do. And Ja, he's getting a year. They gonna drop down, or it's gonna be close. 70, 65 games. It's going to be around that.
41.
And I will buy my white kid some a jersey for sure. And NBA Finals, yeah, I got Denver in 5 or 6, but I am hoping for Heat in 7.
Okay.
Shout out to my
Well,
wife.
I just can't I just can't with you, yo. I just cannot. But at any stretch, thank you all for tuning in and listening yet again. Much appreciated. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love doing this with you, man. Same bad time, same bad channel next week on behalf of the Yeah I Said It podcast. Peace.
Yeah.